Hello and welcome back to the Doctor's Garage. So in this video today I'm very excited to be taking you around to look at, to sit in the brand new Range Rover. So here in the UK, Land Rover have been touring the dealerships for 8 hours at a time with 2 of the new Range Rovers. A chance to have a look at the car, sit in it and really just get a good feel of what it's all about. And I'm going to be going to that later today. I do know which 2 cars are going to be there this evening, so I'm going to talk about a spec of what they are and then show you around those cars when we get there. Both the specs for the 2 cars that we're going to be looking at this evening, and I thought it'd be good to talk about what they each have on them, what are the separate options that have been chosen for this tour for the Land Rover vehicles, and also the pricing so you understand what you're getting for your money. Now the first car they've got in is a P530 First Edition, so this is the launch car. It's the one that you see in all the adverts and all the promo they've done, and actually as a First Edition goes, it's really well spec'd. There's nothing you need to add to it really. And whenever Land Rover launch a new car, they always do a First Edition as the best possible spec from their point of view that they would want to see on their cars. So the new Range Rover starts from £94,400. The First Edition on the road is £135,400. So quite a big jump really, and you'll understand why when you see some of the spec. So on the First Edition, you have Terrain Response 2, all-wheel steering, you've got electronic air suspension, Dynamic Response Pro on the First Edition. You've also got things like digital LED headlights with the signature DRL and image projection, sliding pan roof, the Autobiography exterior pack, which is what gives it that gloss black detailing and some of the other nice stylings that you get from the exterior. You've got 24-way heated and cooled massage electric front seats, and you've got the executive class rear seats as well. The car from the outside also has 23-inch wheels too, which is obviously an upgrade from the standard Range Rover. And you've got rear seat entertainment, privacy glass, the tailgate event suite, which is something that Range Rover are quite keen on pushing for this new model. They've made it into a bit of a feature really where you can sit on the back. It's got a speaker in the back and you've got like cup holders and everything like that. So excited to see what that looks like. So on this particular car, the things that have been selected, which are, you know, some of the options that you can have that are free of charge with the First Edition are the colour. So it's Batumi Gold. That's a premium metallic finish. And that's what you see on the launch cars, that kind of champagne gold finish on the car. You've got natural black birch veneer with inlay and First Edition script on the interior. And you've also got the seating in this particular one. In the First Edition that they've chosen for the tour, it's got a slightly different interior, probably because a lot of people want to see what it looks like. So for example, in this car, the Discovery 5, I have the Windsor leather, which I really like. This has actually got one of the ultra fabric materials that they're using in their tour on these vehicles. So the ultra fabric is like a textile, it's like a man-made alternative to leather. And I'm quite excited to see what that looks like in person, what it's like to sit in, and I'm going to be taking you with me later today to have a look around that. So that is the P530 First Edition. The second car that they have in their showroom, which I'm going to be looking at, is the D350 SE long wheelbase, a 7-seat version. So as I said, the Range Rover starts at £94,400. This particular car that I'm going to be looking at, which is in Charente Grey, if that's how you pronounce it, is £115,900. So these are the options that this car has on it. So it's a 7-seat option. It's a long wheelbase. As I say, interested to see what that looks like in person. But this also has a few other bits on it. So this has the premium metallic paint, the Charente Grey, which is £865. You've got the digital LED headlights with the signature DRL and image projection, which is £1,000. Quite expensive on this particular model they're using for the tour, probably to make it look a lot better from the exterior, are the SV Bespoke 23-inch style wheels with the gloss grey inserts and contrast in the actual alloys. So that's a £3,700 option on the SE, which we're going to look at. You've also got things like rear seat entertainment they put on this car, much like the First Edition. You've got the tailgate event suite with leather cushions, and that's £1,600 as an option. Park assist £250. The sliding pan roof, which is £545, and I think really an essential if you're having one of these cars. You've got to have a sliding pan roof. They come fixed actually standard for £95,000. You don't get a sliding pan roof. If you're new to the channel and you haven't been here at the Doctor's Garage, please subscribe, like this video, and let me know in the comments below what you think of the new Range Rover. I have loads of videos on my Discovery and my Defender. I've got a TD5 Defender, an old 2007 car that I do a lot of videos on, so please watch my other videos as well. So anyway, let's go this evening to Land Rover, go and take a look at the cars, and I'll see you guys there. This is the Range Rover SE in Charente Grey. And as you can see from the front, really nice grille detail on the new Range Rover. There's a lot about this car when I stand back that looks quite like a Velar, particularly with the door handles and the grille and the lights, but a really nice looking car overall. From a distance, they're quite big cars. This is a 7-seater, the SE, as I mentioned in the spec. It's got those 23-inch alloys, the SV ones, which are an upgraded option with over £3,000. Around the back with the 7 seats, limited boot space, kind of similar to a Discovery 5, and this is where the event seating would be with your speakers and your cup holders. In the back, it's really, really spacious. It's got similar controls to what you might expect in a Discovery 5 for your seat controls to bring them up and down. And this is that ebony Polino leather interior, which looks really, really good on this car. Great inside, like light-wise from the sunroofs, and the seats kind of move forward electrically like they would in the Discovery 5. So going in the front of this car looks absolutely amazing. Very, very modern. The new steering wheel, the new Pivi Pro with the new digital cockpit, lots and lots of storage spaces all throughout the car, like there are on most of the Land Rover models actually, apart from the Defender. And overall feels really, really premium inside. Everything is piano black and just feels really, really good. This is a leather interior, and I'll show you the textile one in a minute. When you look up as well, you've got brilliant the sliding pan roof in this car, the SE, and just overall feels really, really luxurious. Kind of similar to what you might think something like a Bentley Bentayga actually on the inside. This has got that kind of wood trim in the doors and in the center point, and I quite like it actually in this car. It looks quite good. In the back, again, just going to get into the back and have a look at that leg room. So this has the rear seat entertainment as an added option. Remember, this car is £115,000 on the road. So much legroom in the back of this car. Even compared to my 2018 Discovery 5, it feels really, really spacious. This isn't the executive class rear seating that they have in the first edition, but it still feels really, really premium and quite like a sort of chauffeur-driven car really when you're in the back of it. If you pull the armrest down, again, the fine details and sort of additional things carry on through. You've got this kind of piano black finish on it. The cup holders go in there. All feels really well put together and really well made overall. So a really luxurious place to be in the front and the back of this Range Rover SE. Around the back of the first edition car, this is the iconic new look for the Range Rover with this black bar across the back. It's got that autobiography detailing with the gloss black. In the boot of the new first edition, really good boot size actually. And if you go into the front of this has that ultra fabric, that different material on the inside, on the steering wheel and around the dash and on the seats. It feels interesting. It's not something that I've felt before. I'm used to the leather interiors in these cars, and I don't know how much I quite like this. It feels like it wouldn't wear that well, although it does say actually that it's very, very good wearing. But for me, it wouldn't probably be an option I would pick readily without kind of looking into it a bit more detail. Again, really nice place to be in the first edition. You've got that clear view rear mirror camera, the same as came on the Defenders. The front seats themselves I don't think look as good personally in this colourway with this textile finish, but this is the first edition. This is £135,000 this car. In the back, legroom's really similar, but because it's got the darker fabric, it feels a bit smaller inside overall. Even though you've still got all the pan roof and the glass above you, this has the rear seat entertainment as part of the first edition, as I mentioned in the spec originally. So I hope that's been useful as an overview of those two cars and the new Range Rover. If you don't already, please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.